Okay, peace. It's kind of late, but I wanted to record this anyway. I just got back in the house. If my shirt looks funny, I pulled it back some. That way I'm not showing like cleavage for days. So let's get on with the program. So I ordered from the Spice House. As you know, I do this probably every other year. It's not a cheap endeavor, but I do enjoy the freshness, the variety. I get to be a little bit food adventurous with my flavorings, and since I try my best to minimize salt as much as I can, having a good stock of spices and herbs is my preference, especially dried herbs. I would have to have a different setup to experiment more with the fresh variety. But let's get into this. I said salt, and then I have salt here. But usually, I don't even know the company, but usually we get like this other salt that probably has way more additives. So I wanted to see how their garlic salt was. My experience this time around was a little bit interesting because from the last time I ordered, which I think was 2 years ago, they've not only changed their packaging, they've changed like the units of the bags, so it's a little bit confusing for me. They have something called a flat pack, which is half a cup, and let me see if I could. Yeah, so it's like these, and these are like 7 something usually, depending on what it is, $5 to about $8 depending on the spice. And then there's like 8-ounce bags. I just want to go through this really quickly so you can see the difference. So there's the flat pack. I gotta find the 4-ounce to show you, but this is an 8-ounce type bag, and the prices depend on what it is. I have a 4-ounce of something somewhere. This is another 8-ounce bag, so I could show you with a dried product. And this is a 4-ounce bag. You kind of don't see much of a difference because this one has more bulk since it's cinnamon sticks. I don't think I bought a 4-ounce in anything else. No. The cinnamon sticks was the only other 4-ounce thing I bought. So the flat packs are the smallest one. So those are the little baggies. These will more than likely fit whatever reusable containers you have. I would probably say, depending on, it might be this and a half. So it depends on what it is. Okay, so let's get to what I actually bought. These are the cassia cinnamon sticks. Crystallized ginger. This one's open because I tried one. It was very strong. I might make like a trail mix or something, or a granola, but I'll have to chop these up because these are a hell of a bite on its own. Granulated white onion powder. I use a lot of onion powder, so I got the big one. I think I have a big garlic powder. It's not checked off, so I'm not sure if it's here. Oh, it is here. So I got the roasted garlic instead of the regular because I thought it might provide more of an interesting flavor. So you see it's a little bit darker. And if you hear fireworks, I apologize, but it's been going on for like a month now, so what can I do? Cumin, I bought 2 of these because I think it might have been cheaper than buying the gigantic one. They either didn't have it or it was cheaper. So I use a lot of cumin, I noticed. And what exactly, I don't know. But I know I go through it a lot. This is, oh, these don't have the back. Chopped white onion. So it's just like the little dried onion bits. I use that mostly when like, I'm doing chicken wings or something. I'll toss that in the mix of seasoning. Nutmeg. Oh, so I guess it depends on what it is, whether or not there's a clear backing. Turmeric. I feel like I should have bought the bigger one of this, but my whole thing is the 8-ounce ones are a lot of money. Like I'm talking $8.50 to $13. The more exotic it sounds is the more money it is. Mustard powder. I felt prompted to buy this because I've been using a mustard powder blend from Trader Joe's that came in the holiday set from like winter. So when that runs out, I guess I'll kind of make my own mixture using that mustard powder. And that could go on either chicken or fish. I tried it on salmon. If you're using like mustard powder, I would say mustard powder with maybe red pepper flakes or something. But let me see. Hold on, let me pause this. So this is what I've been using. So when I'm making like barbecue chicken, this goes really well with it, seasoning the chicken. And this has tasted very good on salmon. I don't know if they sell these individually. All I know is it came in a holiday set and I bought 2 of those sets. So this is from the first one. I still have 1 more set, so I'll probably be opening it to get this. The other ones from the set are probably halfway done, but I think I'm not sure if I did a cabinet clear out video, so don't want to repeat anything because I'm kind of behind on what I've recorded from what I haven't recorded. I need some water. Herbs de Provence. I'm hoping I still have the bottle. I bought some of this. Did I ever tell you all my favorite like spice companies? I don't think so, but I'll mention that in another video when I have more sense right now. But yeah, I have a bottle from another company and I'm sure it's done, so hopefully I still have it. Thyme. I use a lot of thyme. This one is much more fine, so I gotta be careful. I didn't realize when they said ground, it was like really ground. Parsley flakes. See, this is what I'm talking about, especially with this. They used to have like an intermediate kind of bag. But yeah, I go through a lot of parsley, so I should have bought something even bigger. Let me just give you an idea. Let me see how much the parsley costs. That 1 ounce is $5.49. So there's that. I might have to re-up on that. Hopefully no time soon. I bought 2 garlic salts. Or maybe I just put it back in the sink. I don't know. But garlic salt. Chili powder. I go through that. Well, most of these I go through. Some of them are just I want to try it type of things, but most of these are to restock. Cayenne pepper. This one was a definite try. Jalapeno. I had the, what do you call that? the jarred jalapeno. It probably has a better name. You know, the one in the glass jar, but they add salt to it to preserve it. So I want the jalapeno flavor, a little bit of it, but I don't need all that sodium. So I'm like, good, they have it ground. That's perfect. Another cumin, Chinese 5 spice. I have made this before with stuff in the kitchen, but trying to grind up the anise was a pain in the butt. Jamaican jerk seasoning. This I kind of make with the stuff in my cabinet as well, but in doing that, then I decrease a lot of what I have. So I did like the way they blended that. Sweet basil. I have I think another backup container of basil, but I wanted, since I was ordering, I just bought some. I don't know how different this will be from the like regular basil, the regular dry basil. Takes me forever to find these peppercorn trio, like with the pink, the white peppercorns. So this is what they call it. Then I put this in like a grinder kind of thing. It's like the best pepper, brown pepper ever. Cloves. Seem to go through this a lot, especially during the holidays. The whole cloves with ham and whatever. I don't even know what I go through it with. Rosemary, and I got the cracked needles. I wonder if they had cracked needles for the thyme. I'm not even sure. And these are things that I needed jars for, because, excuse me, there were new items for me, so I did not have like something to refill. Why I have them all like this is more than likely I have a jar for them to go into, so I just refill my glass jar. More than likely it's a glass jar, sometimes it's plastic. So I just do it that way instead of having to keep buying jars. That makes no sense. So I have a sweet curry, simply because I wanted to see how it was different than like the Jamaican curry that I use. And I like to try different like vegetable type seasoning. So this is savory herb and vegetable, and this has carrot, onion, celery, cabbage, bell pepper, tomato, spices, onion, mustard, orange peel, lemon peel, garlic, and citric acid. So this sounds like it would either be good just straight on vegetables, maybe even chicken, and I'm thinking also in soup. So just off of reading the ingredients. And the sweet curry, which I'm not sure why it's called that. That's why I wanted to get it. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, spices, and arrowroot. See, it's hard to detect because what exactly is spices? You've listed spices. Now, what's the spices listed? I don't know. And then lastly is the Caribbean citrus chili rub. And this has orange peel, kosher salt, spices. This mystery. Lemon peel, lime peel, citric acid. And I was wondering if this would taste as good as this Dash Caribbean citrus. Only difference is this doesn't have salt. Well, on the surface, the only difference is this has salt and this doesn't. But I was wondering if it would perform the same. Since it has salt, I'd have to add way less of this, because as you can see, I go crazy with the Caribbean citrus. I might have mentioned this one, but it tastes good on fish. It tastes good on vegetables. And if you're doing like kind of a play on a jerk type chicken, like a fresher jerk type chicken, you could use this as your base and add in other things and still pull it off. So I gotta find this. I don't remember which store, because as you know, I go to all types of stores, so I don't remember which one. What I do know is I did not find that in a big size anywhere. I could look on Amazon to see if there's a bigger size, but I don't think so. Anyway, that is what I got from the Spice House. Even though it's 12:30 in the morning, I'm gonna refill what needs to be refilled and then chill out before bed, because you know, can't just go all the time. Anyway, I thank you for watching, and I will talk to y'all again soon. Obviously gonna put this video by itself because it's way too long. Bye.